quite some time now, the Nigerian prisons have been complaining of congestion in the prisons across the country, which has been brought about by the refusal of the governors of each state to sign death sentences for inmates who have been sentenced to death. And also, there is a delay in the judicial system where inmates, will be on trial, will be on awaiting trial for months, for years, just rotting in jail, just like that, without getting justice. Like, how do you even justify that? That is on one side. Then we have the issue of, these inmates that are being released. What is going to be the effect on the society? Are they going to become a larger problem? Coupled with the fact that we are already dealing with insecurity issues as it is right now. Are these inmates that are being released all well and good? It's a very happy news. Their family are going to be happy, having them back. But do Nigeria have a system of reabsorbing these people back into the society? Because these people have been away for some time, they've been in prison. Even if you can say because they are waiting trial, you can have some people who are innocent, who are just suffering from a crime that they do not know anything about. Yeah, there might be some like that, but they've been in prison for quite some time. They've mingled with people in prison, so probably they themselves are now criminals at this point. Is there maybe a payroll officer who is going to monitor these people? But I doubt if there's any payroll officer at this point in Nigeria, because with what I've read so far, they are just being released into the society to just go without any monitoring system, without any way of, reabsorbing these people back into the society. So it just makes me worry a lot and, brings to mind, the insecurity issues at the moment. These people, bearing in mind, they are already going to be stigmatized when they get to the environment they used to live in. People already know that they went to prison, they are back. you know that would significantly reduce the opportunities they would have at surviving, at catering for themselves and their family. So as a result, they might just end up going back to what they did that got them in prison in the first place. But anyway, in order to stay afloat on the latest news and gist on this channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Give this video a massive thumbs up. Most importantly, click on the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever we post a new video. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the details of today's news. As part of efforts to decongest the custodian centers, the Ekiti State Chief Judge Justice John Adeyeye on Thursday set 34 awaiting trial inmates free and cautioned them that punishment awaited any of them or anyone that committed crime. 3 among them were released on bail, 22 were released unconditionally, and 9 others were released based on the advice of the Director of Public Prosecutions that they had no case to answer. You can imagine at the end of it, you can imagine them releasing somebody at the end of the day saying that they had no case to answer. So what were they arrested for in the first place? If this was to be in other countries, I hear in United States of America there's a certain amount of money that will be paid to you if at the end of the day you serve jail time and then they realize that you are innocent and maybe probably you serve 10 years. There's a certain amount of money that will be paid to you yearly times the amount of years that you already spent in prison. But in Nigeria, if you go to jail and you are innocent, you are on your own. No, nothing. Like, you've lost those years, you've lost it completely. Anyway, let's continue. Adeyeye advised the released inmates to go and sin no more, adding that the long hand of the law was awaiting anyone fined causing public unrest in the state. They were among the 508 cases reviewed during the visit of a CJ to the Nigerian Correctional Center at Ekiti. Adeyeye, however, encouraged the DPP, the police, and other stakeholders in the Criminal Justice Administration that timely arraignment and assemblage of witnesses in court would help in decongesting our prisons. Of course, it would. Like, why will you just keep somebody in prison for years, for months on end, just because yeah, the case is not properly prepared, and the timing in the justice system in Nigeria is just so off, really really off. The CJ urged the magistrates, the police, and other stakeholders to be abreast of the new laws of the law and stop use of archaic law languages. The controller of a correctional center, Joseph Ojo, represented by the assistant controller of a center, O Atenaro, who thanked the CJ and his entourage for the visit, canvassed more for non-custodian sentences such as community service, saying if the practice is fully utilized, our custodian centers would be less congested. I just feel that Nigeria has a lot to do concerning our justice and criminal system. I just feel like there are a lot to be done, concerning this congestion of our prisons in the country. It shouldn't just be that the solution would be, okay, let's release certain amounts of inmates. This without any monitoring system to make sure that these inmates are actually well behaved when they get into the society. I just hope that the release of these 34 inmates in Ekiti State doesn't result into more crimes, more kidnapping, and other social vices. You know, these inmates shouldn't just be allowed to go like that. There should be parole officers that will monitor their process, monitor their progress, monitor, the way they are able to, blend back into the society. And also, something should be done about the slow pace of our judicial system in the country. Innocent people shouldn't be paying for what they know nothing about. The judicial system should be quick. People who are innocent, get them acquitted. People who are guilty, should go to prison, not the other way around. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Subscribe if you haven't. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.